Welcome back to Brother Wolf, Sister Moon Divination. Hello, my dear fellow spirit workers. I hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to use the Gypsy cards, as they're often commonly called. No disrespect to the Romani people. Cards are also referred to as the Cigany or Cigany, I think is the name. Cigany Kartya or Cigany. I think it's Cigany Kartya. So, how did I get exposed to these cards? I met a lady from Romania. So these are actually Hungarian cards. But she was from Romania, and I met her and through a friend of a friend of a friend. I really didn't know her very well. And this is the first time I was introduced to these cards. So I wanted to share them with you. Very interesting and insightful cards. And potent. Okay, so we'll take a look at these. And she gave me a quick reading of just pulling one card. And sure enough, the card she pulled came true. And that really piqued my interest. I was like, So I finally got myself a deck of these cards. So I'm going to share them with you. Okay, we'll go through them. Okay, so I've opened the box, and it comes with this cute little instruction kit, but and gives you some options for different types of spreads and how to read the cards. So I'm just going to turn them over, and we'll check it out together. So this first card, so there's positive and negative cards, and this first one, and it's in different languages. I'm going to say that looks German, maybe Italian, disgrazia, misfortune. So it's in many languages. And in fact, the languages are English, Deutsch, Francais, and Magyar. Okay, so there's this one, a very sinister card, right? I would say this is like the Tower card in the Rider-Waite. Okay, this one is called Lover, Amante, Geliebter. Saying that wrong, I'm sure. This one is Sadness, Tristeza. Okay, interesting. This one is Thief, Ladro, Dieb, Laron, Larov. Interesting. This next card is Journey, Viaggio, Voyage, Journey. Kind of reminds me of the Chariot, right? This one is The Message. We have Hermes, or Mercury, Hermes, giving a message. There's also money in this card. Messages. Message. Messaggio. Okay. Some message, if you get that card, some message is coming. This one is called Desire. Desir. Bramosia. Sehnsucht. Okay. A card of longing, I would say. Okay, let me move these up a bit so we can keep showing them. Okay, this next one is Unexpected Joy, Gioia in attesa. Joie imprévue. Holding a bag of money, a treasure chest. On the outskirts of the city, looks like to me. Okay, interesting. All right, let me move this row up again so I can show the rest. Let's look at this next one. Loss. Perdita. Perte. Verlust. Loss. So they're playing cards, looks like. There's money on the table. Okay, this guy looks like he's smiling. He's like, maybe cheating, and this guy's worried about his hand. He's going to lose that money. Of course, this can mean many things as far as loss goes, I would say. So definitely a warning card. Then we have Fortune, Fortuna, Bonheur, Glück, Sreka. So we see a maiden holding a horn of plenty with coins and flowers, standing on top of the world. It's a beautiful card. So these are pretty much negative or positive, these cards. Although there is some ambiguity. Sweetheart, bien-ami, amante. So these are three different words. So this is sweetheart. We see a little heart. But then in this language, which might be Italian, amante, and then bien-ami, that says to me a good friend. So this must have multiple meanings, the two cards that have the love characters on them. Maybe not necessarily romantic. Although this one certainly is. Love, amor, amore, liebe. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. It's a lovely card to get in a love reading, or a card of if you're interested in someone. Okay, romantically. So the next one we have is hope, speranza, Esperance, Hoffnung. So we see a sea, a stormy sea, a ship going out, or could be coming in, it's hard to say. And she's casting flowers, like making a wish for the return of the sailor or the husband or whomever, or whatever this thing is. And an anchor, very interesting card. Hope. I'm going to sort of lay these on top so we can have more space. This next one is gold, money, dinaro, argent, geld. Big sack of money, coins, a treasure chest. That's pretty self-explanatory. It would be a nice one to get in a reading, right? And this one is widow. Sort of sad card. Okay. And the corresponding widower. I can't make out what his hand is doing. Let's see. I can't tell what that is. Is that like a something? I don't. It's hard to make out what that's supposed to be, but I'll study it more. So another sad card, and this one is merriment, allegrezza. That's tough to say. So a festive, positive, happy card. That's nice. letter, lettera. So a message. Okay. But there's another message card, but this is a letter. So this is to me a specific something written, maybe an email even. We could incorporate that to today's technology. So some kind of written message. The other message card, if you saw it, it also has, but that could be many different types of ways to convey a message. This is definitely a dreary card. Death. This, of course, is a corollary. We have that in the Rider-Waite. Mort. Todd. Okay. And it was, as with the case in the Rider-Waite, this could mean like the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a cycle. It could just mean death. Here we have another one, also a negative card. Falseness. Perfidy, falsity, falseness. So if we got that in a reading, if we were asking about somebody or something or someone in our life, at our job, this would definitely be a big time red flag, right? So we see a cat in an aggressive position. We see a snake. This is taking place behind some alley, and there's a garbage can. I mean, this is not a good card. So this would be lots of interesting insights. Okay, and this one is house, casa, maison, house. Okay. Marriage, mariage, nozze. Okay. Another self-explanatory. Could also be kind of related to maybe the Hierophant. Let's see. Oh, this one's a very powerful call. Fidelity. We have a loyal dog, loyal to the grave. Okay. Officer. Ufficiale. Okay. Some money. Now, I have heard different accounts of this card. So, very different from the other card that said money with the capital M. This is like a change purse, an empty box. I mean, this is like un peu d'argent, a little bit of silver. Un peu de dinero. So maybe saying like not much money. So depending on the context of the reading, it's not exactly saying like, wow, you won a big thing. It's saying like money's tight kind of card. That's how I see that too. Digging through the change purse, that's not good. This next one, we have a visit. Visita. Besuk. Okay, interesting. Oh, here's the one that is more like the Hierophant, I would say, unlike the marriage card. Maybe the marriage card, I would say, is more like the Three of Pentacles, if it's a corollary. I don't know. Ecclesiastic. Sacerdote is like priest. Ecclesiastic. So I would say this is like the Hierophant card. Or the corollary, or something similar to that. This is baby. Bambino. Bebe. Kind. That's a sweet card, right? That's nice. And that could be like an actual baby. I would interpret that as, or like the beginning of a new business or something positive. This one is thought. Pensiero. Pense. Gedanken. And I've heard some say that this is sort of like Could just be thinking, but it also is like kind of like melancholia, kind of sad in a way. Maybe like reminiscing or regret kind of card. I don't know. Depends on what it's sitting next to. Next, we have jealousy. Gelosia. Eifersucht. Jealousy. And we can see that these two lovers are embracing, and then who's watching this from a distance. So that's obviously would not be a good card in a love reading, right? Triangular relationships are usually not very good. We have enemy. Nemico. Adversaire. Fiend. Lurking through the streets, the back alleys. So depending on where that card was, not good, right? Here's another negative card. Anger. Chagrin. Verdruss. Dispiacere. Displeasure, anger. People like fighting, and maybe in a bar. Someone being thrown out, the loss of status, or... okay. Okay, judge. Richter. Maybe like the justice card in the Rider-Waite. This is definitely not a good card. So malady. Krankheit. I don't know, maybe like the Four of Swords in the Rider-Waite. Either an illness or needing to rest. Removing oneself from the situation. Constancy. Constanza. Stabilité. Beständigkeit. I don't know how to say that. So that's an interesting card. Depending on where that would be. And then this last card we have here is gift. Geschenk. Dono. So a positive card. A present, a gift, a donation, an inheritance, something like that. Okay, so there you have it. And I will probably use this in a general reading soon. But I wanted to introduce you all to this deck. The Gypsy card. Cigany Kartya. From Hungary. And the lady that introduced me, though, was from Romania. So that region of Eastern Europe, they probably all share these different traditions. So an alternative deck, very insightful and powerful. You could easily use this as a, draw one card and just get a vibe on something, that kind of a reading. And you can arrange them in a spread, and the little booklet provides you with different options. Or you could just use your intuition, pick 3 cards, having a question in mind. And as with always, this is always entertainment purposes only. We should never make an important decision based on a reading. But it could be an insightful tool and maybe give us something to reflect on and think about, especially if we're acting hasty. Sometimes just a reading will say, hold on a second, hold on. And that might be in itself an important thing to do. So I always say to my spirit workers, always take everything with a grain of salt. So I've done this already, but I'll do it again. Okay, I'm cleansing them with positive light and energy. May the spirit guides guide us. Okay. So cool little deck. And I was first introduced to it by a lady from Romania. And very interesting. And it was spot on. I mean, the card I picked came true the next day. And it was very interesting. And when it happened, I remembered her. It was about the next day, really, that I remember. It was some years ago. And I always wanted to get a pack, and so here we have it, and I'm sharing it with you. Okay? I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and I will soon do a general reading using these. All right, with that, I will say be well, blessings, and as always, God is love.